Hey guys, what's up? It's Baldazzi out with another Escape from Tarkov video. This is going to be the second video in the Tarkov 1 through 10 series. We're going over the individual dealer tasks to get you from level 1 to 10 in the quickest, most efficient way possible. In this video, we're going to be going over Shortage, which is a task from the dealer therapist, which is to find 3 Salewas in raid or craft them in your hideout. I do stream Escape from Tarkov 2 to 3 times a week on Trovo. My link will be down below. And if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. And feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you feel this video is going to help you or somebody else that you may know. With all that boring stuff out of the way, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to do is jump into an offline raid. I'm going to show you some of the spawn locations for these Salewas in case you do decide to go the route of going into an actual raid and try to hunt them down. Although I do encourage you to go about this the other way, which I will be showing you after the raid. So for right now, let's go ahead and jump right in, and I will cut in as soon as we load into this raid. Alright guys, we're in. It looks like we spawned on the big red side, so we're just going to go ahead and start over here with where these Salewas would spawn. So if we go into the big red complex, we can look over here to the right hand side, or if you spawn on this side, it will be the far left. It's what we call the blue med hut, which is the blue hut right here. We call it the med hut because it has a med box. Anytime you see a med box, there's a chance there's going to be a Salewa in it. Obviously not a guarantee, but always something to look for. That is actually all that there is on this side of the map that is a likely spawn for them. So we will run to the other side. Now again guys, I definitely encourage you to consider crafting these instead of trying to find them in raid. It might seem like the 140,000 rubles that it will take to get your hideout to the point that you need it to be able to craft these is kind of excessive, and it might hurt whenever it's very early game, but those are upgrades you're gonna have to make eventually anyways. And just imagine how much loot you could possibly lose while trying to hunt them down. So I do encourage you to go ahead and sink that those rubles into your hideout upgrades to save yourself some rubles in the long run. Think of it as investing in yourself. Next place we're going to go is over here into the intelligence building. Now the intelligence building is actually, I'm pretty sure it's an infirmary, lore wise, because there are several rooms that spawn meds in here, so I think that's what it was supposed to be used for in the lore of the game. We're going to go in here and I will show you a few of the spots you can check for Salewas. Okay, so there is a med box here. Again, same thing as in the blue med hut. There's a chance to spawn. Always check on top of here, on the bottom here, and on the floor. As you can see, there are loose spawns on top, on bottom, and on the floor. It might be kind of hard to see, but always check there. There is loot in all of these rooms, but that's not what we're really concerned about right now. So we'll just go ahead and skip all those. There won't be any in here. Now, over here you can find them on these shelves. You can find them on the shelves over here. And I think you can find them on these tables. I want to say you can find Salewas on those tables. And there's another room right here. As you can see, you'll find them on the floor. You'll find them up here. You'll find them over here as well, or over here. And occasionally you can find them on those crates there too. That is all for in here. Now we're going into Alamo because there are actually quite a few places in Alamo that can spawn meds. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and sprint across here. Okay, so in the main loot room in Alamo, which I'm pretty sure I've showed you before in a different video, there are a few places. You have the med box here, you have some loose spawns on the bed. Also, I want to say this is a med box. Yeah, medical supply crate. Anytime you see a big box like that, they're going to be either ration supply crates, medical supply crates, or technical supply crates. Medical will have your things like painkillers, Slaywas, IFAKs, loose meds, stuff like that. Your technical supply crates will have things like relays and nuts and screws and bolts, things like that. Rations will have food, cigarettes, vodka, different consumables. So we'll go up here. Where's the med bag? I'm trying to, oh, here's the med box. All right, there's a med box right here. And there is one more medical supply crate. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I don't think it's this one. Nope, that's technical. Nope, that's ration. So that means this one over here must be the medical. Yep, here it is. All right, medical. Again, you got a bunch of loose meds. Nope, no such luck this time. Now, when you're here opening this, be very, very careful, because if you're stood all the way up, you can be seen from intel. And if you're over at the wrong angle, like if you open it and run over here, you can even be seen from somebody who is cheeky and move their way over to that side of construction. So you got to be careful in that area. All right, now we are going to run over to Old Gas. Now this is going to be a pretty short section of the video. It's not going to take us nearly as long to run through this because there aren't as many med spawns on customs as there are some others. So we're just going to run through here really quick. I think we'll have here and one other spot to check that I can think of. Two other spots to check. And one of them requires a key. Alright, so you have a med bag in here. Now, this is the giving tree. I've mentioned that in the supplementary video. You can check down on the ground. There's a chance to spawn anything, including meds. Or you can go in here. Same thing on the table. There's a chance to spawn anything. You can get food, gun attachments, meds, anything. And back here you can get meds as well. That is it for Old Gas. Now we are going to run into Streamer Room and then over to New Gas. That will actually be the only places we have left to check for these. Again, if you watch my supplementary video for customs, you'll know exactly where we're headed. You'll know Streamer Room as Streamer Room and New Gas as New Gas. But I'm sure if you're at the point where you're watching this video, you've already played through enough to at least get your scav kills, so you should be relatively familiar with customs. Maybe not like the back of your hand, but you'll get there. Alright. Now back here, there is a med bag. Same thing as the one under Giving Tree. Well, I don't know why there wasn't anything in that one, but they usually spawn stuff. And that's it for that side. Then if we go up the other side, two spots in here we can check. On this bed, you can get the Slaywa to spawn, and also back here. They can either spawn here or back here. That can be any meds. It can be really any number of things. You'll find meds and ammo, and food are usually the things you'll find there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and run out to New Gas. Oh my. All right, now this requires a key. Let me see what key this is. Oh, of course I didn't bring the key with me. Well, never mind. I guess I can't show you this. Well, I'll show you where it's at anyways. It is right back here. This closet has 2 med bags. It has one med box and 1 med bag. And that is where you go for that. Whenever we get back to the hideout, I will look in my case to see where that, or what that key's called. So you can keep your eye out for it. But right now, we're just going to run to head to extract. So I'm just going to cut it out now and kick back in whenever we get back to the hideout. Okay, and we're out. So I'm just going to show you guys that key as soon as we get out of this infinite loading screen. Oh, one thing you guys might notice is I have a ton more stuff since the last time we made a video. This is my main account. This is not the Tarky 1 through 10 account because I figure we're just doing a run through on it. I'm not actually running into Raid, so I can do that on this account, and I didn't want to have to switch over, just have to switch back. So that is why on that. Now the key for that is the key to the gas station storage room. It's a relatively cheap key, not super hard to find. I'm not sure I would spend money on it. Let's see how much that goes for. Right now it's only 15k. You'll get 15,000 rubles worth out of that just in meds. So it might be worth picking up whenever you do hit level 10. But if you happen to find it, it's an awesome way to get a few extra rubles if you're there hunting Reshala or whatever brings you to the new gas station. Now the next thing I wanted to show you, which is the way I would highly suggest getting these Salewas, because if you notice on this, which I've already done it on this account, so I should be able to go to show completed. Shortage. Yeah, find in raid or craft in the hideout 3 Salewa kits. That is what I suggest doing. Now what you'll need to do is you'll need to craft your med station, your ventilation, and your generator. Now overall, that's going to be 20,000. The ventilation's 20,000, and the generator is 100,000. Now that might seem like a lot, but as I said earlier in the video, you're going to have to do those upgrades anyways. You might as well do it now because you're going to be spending a whole lot more than $140,000 on loadouts if you run in and die a couple times trying to find these Salewas in raid and don't make it. If you make it out, then awesome. That would be your best bet. But survival rating in this is about 30% for most people, so the chance of you making it in and out enough to make this not worth the rubles is pretty slim, if we're being honest. But if you look, all it takes are 2 painkillers, 1 bandage, or 2 bandages and 1 splint, which you get the majority of that. I think you get enough to make 2 of those right off the bat, just in your starting kit. And then the painkillers are 5,000 a piece. These are just about 3, and these are just about 3. So what will equate to be, if you have to buy all of them, about 50,000 rubles for all of them. So about 200,000 rubles altogether. You'll have your 3 Salewas, and you'll have some upgrades on your hideout already done, which is an easy way of getting this completed. As I said, I would suggest doing it this way. You'll save yourself loot, and you will save yourself time. Now, the only other thing you need is fuel, which in your starting kit, it gives you 1 barrel of fuel. So you'll have to turn on the generator, go over here, start it, hand over your items. And if you leave the generator on, it takes 33 minutes. But if you want to conserve fuel, you can turn the generator off and it just increases the time. So it'd be 3 hours and 38 minutes to finish it. So if you're getting ready to go to bed and you only have one more left because you found 2 in raid, start it up, turn your generator off, don't waste your fuel. But if you're going to be playing for a while, just keep it on and let it run out. In an hour and a half, you'll have your quest completed, then you can just move on to the next one. So that is what I would suggest doing. But really, guys, that's it. Like this quest is incredibly easy to get because all you have to do is make them. Again, you can run around and get them, try to get them if you want to, but that's really unnecessary. All right, everybody. Hope that video helped you guys out. It's an extremely simple task to get done. Like I said there at the end of the video, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to find them in raid or craft them, you have my suggestion. Do with that as you will. It really depends on your play style. But on top of everything else that I said at the beginning of the video, I also want to invite you guys to join our Discord community. It's a great place to go if you want to get into some raids with some people that you might not know, but are more than willing to teach you and maybe learn a little bit themselves. And when you get in there, just smash that green check mark button to let me know that you understand those rules, and that'll give you access to all the channels. With all that being said, I can't wait to see you in the next video.